Interesting. I don't even know if I would call it a business before meeting Scott. I would say I was self-employed, and we were stuck at I don't even recall the exact revenue, but we were stuck at a revenue for several years. And obviously, starting a family, I mean, I don't have the time I had when I was 28 years old with two children. So I needed to change something to get some balance in my life, and I don't want to just have a job that owns me. I think staying in our a specific lane in areas that we're really good at, and kind of maybe avoiding stuff that we're not so good at. The big thing I think is getting me out of the field. You are very limited as a business owner when you're actually physically doing the work, which is I think why a lot of small companies are a mess. So being able to get out of the field, which I did very quickly, allowed me to work on other stuff, systems and sales processes and stuff like that. Also, because I do a lot of the customer service stuff, it allows me to kind of up the game on that when I'm not out physically painting. Also, when you're painting for 10 hours a day and then you have a business to run off hours and a family to raise, that doesn't work out well. I would not be where I am without coaching. I think it's nice to have a fresh set of eyes on problems that, like, when you're in the mix day to day and you are like, up to your neck in the grind, it's easy to not see the bigger picture. So I think that's valuable to have him kind of help assist and help me focus a little bit, because I can get very scattered. I have a lot of great ideas, but too many ideas, it won't get done. Surprisingly, he's incredibly available. So there's been times where I'll just probably the respectful thing is to just shoot him a text, but there's been times where I'm like in crisis mode and I call him and he's on his way to Pennsylvania to go see family, and he's answering while he's in the car, and he'll routinely check in with me, every week. Hey, how's the week going? And so it's definitely helpful to have somebody on your team. It's funny when we look at our organizational chart, he probably should be up there on there because he's part of the team. Yeah, I think it all comes down to what your goals are. So you can either be owned by your business and be the business owner who paints, which there's nothing wrong with that if that's your goal. But if you are trying to own a business and you're a tech, there's a lot of education and stuff with numbers that you need to know. He's like an expert with that stuff. I'm not. So to be able to learn from him on that, I think that's probably the biggest benefit and value to it, for sure.